Welcome back, ElectroBeast here, doing another review for a new Kodi build. Recently went on a new forum and just requested a few people send me some builds to try, and one that was recommended was this one. So this build here is called a Duggz build. I'm not going to do a review as such, I'm just going to have a quick look around. I've not looked at this previously, I don't know what to expect, so I'm just going to give you my first impressions and take it from there. The options I had when I was setting this one up is I had the options to do a Duggz clean build, an all-rounder build, a sport build, a kids build and a light build. The kids build is obviously aimed for kids and just, you know, kids entertainment. Sport build, as you would expect, sports. The all-rounder build is this one that's installed at the moment, and the clean build is, from what I assume, would be the same as this, but without any adult content on there. Adult as in XXX content. So I've installed the all-rounder build, which has everything, and we'll just have a quick little look around, see what's there, and just give you my first impressions on it. So the first thing I noticed when I load this build up is that it looks very similar to a build I've used in the past, the Beast build, just in the way that the tiles are sort of set and everything seems to be set out. So just going to have a little scan through and see what we get, and I'll just kind of talk you through what we see. The first tab we've got here is the movies tab, and if we just have a little scroll down we'll see what's around and what apps you can find. So community sport movies, HD box, movie flicks, Goodfellas, White Devil streams, Imperial streams, Exodus, the Alpha, Salts, which is stream all the sources, Tinklepad, VidTime, Titan. So there's a lot there. To be honest, I don't recognise a lot of these. Valhalla, I do recognise that as part of the Phoenix app, which is one of my favourites. So I know that if you go into there, you'll find loads of the latest movies, and they normally have stuff that's only in pretty good quality. Showbox, never used that. Titan's meant to be a good one for movies, but again, never used that. Stream all the sources is a brilliant one for TV and movies. My issue was that it would tend to come up with quite a lot of database errors a lot of the time, but when you find what you want, you'd normally find a really good stream. I think my issue that I had with that in the past was that it didn't tell me, it wouldn't give me the options for HD or SD streams, which, depending on your Wi-Fi connection or Ethernet connection, is quite important, because, you know, if you're connected on Ethernet and you've got a good service provider, a lot of the time you're going to want to stream in HD, but it's also nice to have the option to know what you're streaming, because if you're doing it over Wi-Fi, then, you know, you might only have it in SD. You might only want to use it in SD. So Exodus is one of my favourite apps, as anyone who listens to me knows. TVs, movies, everything's there. Let's have a quick check on the TV show section. So again, we've got Exodus there, which is really good for movies and TV shows. Cypher TV, Soap Catch Up, Spec 2, Salts, Royal We. Royal We is really good for TV and movies again. Doesn't have the biggest directory, doesn't have everything you'd be looking for, but the majority of stuff you're looking for you will find in there. UK Turks as usual, good TV section, movies, documentaries and things like that. A lot of live TV channels and stuff like that as well, so really good. So film TV, let's have a quick look through here. Film 4, Sky Sci-Fi, so I think these are live TV channels. So that's really good to have. So that's basically live TV, but the films and TV, the film sections within there. So, you know, movies, Sky Movies, True Movies, TLC, that sort of thing. So that's all really good. USA channels, what have we got here? USA TV Now, so I think you can get live TV there. So this is all really good. Top TV, so you've got Sky One, Sky Art, Sky Atlantic, BBC, again, so that's another live TV section, so that's really handy to have it broke down like that. Would be great to see a TV guide, can't see one initially. Sky TV channel list, so that could be potentially what we want. Let's have a quick look in there and see what comes up. Okay, so Sky 2, Sky Action, Sky Comedy, Sky Disney, Sky 1, Sky Showcase, so it's pretty good. Doc TV, love documentaries, so I'd probably really enjoy this section here. So again, you just have a little scan through and just, you know, see what you like. Kids TV, so you've got the Kids TV channels, Nickelodeon, Nick Jr. And this appears to all be live TV rather than sort of catch up or choose what you want. I can't complain. There's the adult section. So I guess on the clean version you just wouldn't, I'm guessing it would be the same as this, but you wouldn't have that adult section there, which is good if you've got kids and you don't want them accidentally stumbling across things like that, so you don't have there. Now, games and apps, that's an interesting section because in all the builds that I've done, I've never come across a games section. So that could actually be a really handy sort of section to have on there. Fitness, horses, a bit random, but I guess if you're into horse racing and betting, things like that. Sport TV, which is brilliant because that's obviously going to have loads of live TV channels, so you can watch your sports and things like that. And then you've got sports section, which will have your usual sports apps in there. So that's actually quite good because obviously you can then, you know, look through the various different sports sections, but if you're looking to watch something on TV that you know's on at the moment, then you can obviously go into the sport TV section and get stuff like that. So overall it's actually quite a nice, impressive build. It'll take a little getting used to. It's a bit different to the builds that I usually use, but you know, you can't complain really. I think it's really good. Now just under this power tab you've got Ares Wizard, you've got Duggz Wizard, which you can obviously use to install different builds. So it's actually really good to have those already within this build, because if you do want to try out a different one, then obviously you can just go down to there. I'm assuming Ares Wizard is the usual, what you would expect within that Ares Wizard, and Duggz Wizard. Let's have a quick look into there. I'm assuming that that will have the various builds that you were able to select when you set up. So Duggz Sport, All-Rounder, which is what we're on at the moment, Clean Build, which is the one minus the adult section, Kids, geared towards kids, Entertainment, and Light. So you could obviously just switch between those builds and see if there's something within there that you like. So that's really good. Really handy to have that. So overall it's actually quite a nice, clean build. You certainly can't complain. So overall I'm impressed by it. Everything you want is there. The builder's got a forum on a group on Facebook, so you can obviously join that group and report any missing links or things that don't work. But going by the list on the apps, it seems that, you know, that it gets updated fairly regularly, and it's just a case of, you know, once you've worked it out and you know what it is and where you want is there, I don't think you're going to have any issues with this one. Yeah, brilliant stuff, and we'll definitely check it out again soon. Any questions, feel free to comment below. Anything that you would like to see within the videos that I do, let me know, and we'll take it from there. But for now, just share the videos, give it a like, give it a subscribe, and we'll see you back with some more videos. Cheers.